My name is Doug Conant. I'm President and CEO of the Campbell Soup Company. Touch points are the multiple interactions we all have every day. The typical thought is that these interactions and encounters and interruptions during the day are keeping us from doing our real work. Meta and I believe that those touch points, those connections, those brief encounters and interruptions are the real work. And so you need to make the most of all those interruptions. You need to connect with people in a compelling way. When you do, you start to bring your leadership philosophy and strategies to life. Meta and I have known each other for about 20 years. We first met when I was attending the Executive Development Program at the Covey Leadership Center. She was the director of that program. She started working with me for the Campbells CEO Institute, and we started co-authoring this book a little over 4 years ago. Meta and I were running a program, our Campbells CEO Institute program, up at Skytop in the Pocono Mountains. Meta and I were taking a break and walking around the lake, and she was saying, "How can you leave all this and go back to the chaos in your office?" And I said, "You know, Meta, I don't think about it that way. I think about it as having opportunities to touch people and make situations better." That was the beginning of the idea for this book. Our lives are just sequences of touch points during the day. I remember starting my career at General Mills and I was lost in the hallway. And this real friendly man, who was probably my age, he looked older at the time when I was 25, stopped me in the hall and said, "Son, you look lost." And I said, "Well, I am. I just started here." And he said, "There's one thing I want to tell you about General Mills. If you can succeed here, if you give it all you've got." That's all he said. Give it all you've got. 2 weeks later, I discovered I was talking to the chairman and CEO of the company. I've had an opportunity to have literally hundreds of thousands of interactions with Campbell employees over the last 10 years. I see touch points as an opportunity to bring your strategies and your company mission to life in real life ways that people can remember. I love to celebrate successes and real contributions of individuals. We spend 30 to 60 minutes a day just scanning our website and scanning all of our mail, looking for people that are really making a difference. I send out 10 to 20 handwritten notes a day. 10 years later, that means I've sent out 30,000 notes. We only have 20,000 employees. So I've been validating the work. I found a way to strap on my shoes and my pedometer, and then I walk the halls whenever I have a break between meetings. And I have an opportunity to connect with our employees while I walk. I believe it's made a palpable difference in our culture and in our perspective. Anyone can apply this to their next interaction. Listen intently, frame the issue, advance it in a thoughtful way. Listen, frame, advance. This cuts across all cultures. All cultures have interactions. All cultures have interruptions. All people recognize that they could do better in those moments than they do. What is particularly gratifying is that we've created a high-performance workplace where we're tough-minded on standards and very tender-hearted with our people. The changes we've made, the personal connections I've made and the entire organization has made with each other have transformed our culture. That mindset has allowed us to be one of the best-performing food companies in the world over the last 10 years. It all has to do with leveraging touch points to bring our strategies to life.